Coming to you live from the rinks in Hauppauge, you're listening to the LI Sports Network's coverage of the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Ryan Brannigan going to be taking you this two-game slate here on a Sunday night. Cool Sunday night in the second day of February. First two matchups featuring KPC and West Islip, the JV divisional matchup. And it's quite the important game for KPC as they find themselves right on that playoff bubble in the 8th spot. Same amount of points as Longwood with 14. And then East Islip in 10th place, 3 points behind them with 2 games in hand on Longwood, 1 game in hand. We'll have 2 games in hand after this one tonight with KPC and Longwood. So an important game for the Knights. And as for West Islip, this will be their 16th game played as well, 1-12-2. Good for 4 points. Playoffs potentially out of reach, but could always play spoiler, of course. As we get set for this matchup. Some players to keep an eye on for KPC. Borzomato enters the game as KPC JV's leading scorer, averaging a goal a game. A little over a goal a game, 13 goals in 12 games played for Borzomato. Add in 4 assists, that's 17 points in 12 games played thus far for Borzomato. Another player to keep an eye on for KPC. We'll get back into it after the anthem. You're listening to LI Sports Network's coverage, Suffolk County High School Hockey League. And that concludes the national anthem here at the North Rink, at the rinks in Hauppauge. Listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Player to keep an eye on for West Islip, their leading scorer in the lineup tonight, Ray Pierce. Pierce, through 12 games, 9 goals, 3 assists, 12 points. As he looks to continue to muster up about a point a game pace. Teams met earlier this year, back on October the 20th, and KPC won that one 11-0. So West Islip will look to try to have a better showing than that previous game about 3 months ago. As we get set for puck drop, take a look at the goaltenders tonight. For West Islip, Anthony Costa will be between the pipes, and for KPC, it'll be Grayson Ebley. As we are underway here in this one, KPC and West Islip. And here's Borzomato in an instant 2-on-1. Borzomato shot goes over the top. That's Ebley trying to keep it in. Brady Ebley. He moves in, takes the shot, and scores! Rips it top shelf, wasting no time getting started. KPC are up 1-0. Here's a great move by Ebley, and he rips this one upstairs over the glove and shoulder of Costa. And quite the early start for the Knights. They lead 1-0. Goal comes a little over that 17 seconds into the game for Ebley. That is goal number 8 on the year for the defenseman. Puck into the West Islip end, played away from the forechecking Kevin Abrams. Kovacs couldn't keep it in, and it's pushed out of the zone by Jamie Allen. Ebley takes it right back in, drops it for Abrams. Abrams wrists one, patted away by Costa. Comes into the near corner. Battle ensues. Try to play it for West Islip, Matthew Rao. Kept in at the blue line by Waterman. Gets past Borzumato, who chases after it. Poked back to the near corner. And Waterman couldn't keep it in that time. Now onto the stick of Jack Lamons. But he ultimately lost it. It's taken back by Waterman. And KPC will try to reset in their own zone. Cross to Ebley, lifted ahead for Borzumato. Borzumato into the zone by himself, 1v3. Will take it to the front of the net and just couldn't wrap it around and pull the trigger on his forehand. Trying to clear the zone this time is DeSantos, and eventually it comes out, but right back in possession of the Knights. Good pass ahead. Here's DeRosa. Ryan DeRosa's shot misses the net. Comes to the near side for Nesfield. Nesfield can't hold in. Back come West Islip. Try to chip it into the zone. They are thwarted by Jack Scott, but in comes McMahon with the shot that gets blocked by Newfield. Pardon me, by Nesfield. Played around the net. DeSantos pushes that one out in front. Nobody could get on the other end of it. And it's banked out of the zone by the Knights. Picked up by DeRosa. DeRosa 2-on-2 over the blue. Cuts in. Shoots. That shot got deflected. Back to the point. Here's Nesfield. Nesfield. Wrist shot. Save made Costa, and he will hold on to it. With 12:19 to go here in the first period, 1-0 KPC leading West Islip. Face-off one in the defensive end by West Islip. Now on the stick of Nesfield. Nesfield's pass eventually finds DeRosa. DeRosa drops it back for Brown. Brown cutting to the net. Ultimately lost it. West Islip fire it around. To be played higher by Peter McCann. McCann chips it out of the zone. Circled back by DeRosa. Plays it across. Return pass to DeRosa. Unable to be gathered in. McCann plays it back to his defenseman Rao, who has it taken away. The shot comes, and a good glove save made by Costa, and he'll hold. It's a good shot off the stick of Drew Argilla, and Costa there to make the save. Face off to the right of Costa, controlled for the moment by KPC, but a good turnover, and rushing up the ice, Carter unable to pull the trigger. Good back-checking play made by Ebley, and Ebley will skate it up the ice with numbers. 2-on-1 in the zone. Ebley to the backhand, slid it just wide. Now for Coyle. Coyle a rip, blocked down out in front. Kept alive by Ebley at the blue line. Wrist shot deflects to the corner, came off the stick of Casino. Smith chips it back down low. Rao sends it back around, and right back down low it goes. Getting to the puck is Casino. Casino banks it ahead. That a bit too far will be an icing against West Islip. With 10:44 to go in the first period. Still 1-0 KPC. Face-off going to the right of Costa. Borzumato to take the draw for the Knights. Tries to get a shot right off the draw. Comes to Kovacs, the drive, and a save made by Costa. Excellent point-blank stop made by the West Islip netminder. Scrum behind the net. poked out. Borzamato recovers for the Knights, circles the zone on his forehand, now backhand. Borzamato tried to play it out in front, went off the side of the net. Good stick lift down low by Lamons, and Lamons will shovel it out of the zone for a foot race involving Albertelli and Nesfield. Nesfield gets there first. Albertelli still hounding Nesfield, but good pass to Borzamato. Borzamato looking for Nesfield, who's out in front of the net, pinching in from his defensive post. And Lamons try to play it, knocked off his stick and back down low. Borzamato working on Jamie Allen, or pardon me, that is Albertelli. And now here comes Lamons the other way for West Islip. Lamons try to get around the defender. Puck goes on goal, and making the first stop that he has faced tonight was the KPC netminder Grayson Ebley. .9:38 to go, first period, 1-0. KPC leading West Islip. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. New York Islanders High School Hockey League started their playoffs tonight, as we have that game going on as well. A huge upset for Valley Stream, Sewanaka, and Lynbrook. Had only 4 wins in the season, and they managed to top 12-win circling back with the puck is Corey Jacobs. He'll fire it ahead and all the way down for an icing. That was the New York Islanders high school hockey team that is losing, as I go to cameraman, producer John. What was the name of the team? Rockville Center, thank you. RVC had the 12-win season come to an end. Meanwhile, in the corner, poked out by KPC, trying to get back into the zone, or West Islip. But KPC back in control, poked ahead by Brown. Played on further by Rao of West Islip. Ahead, trying to push it into the zone was Ray Pierce. Loose puck picked up by Pierce. Jacobs steering it away from Pierce. Pinching in at the blue line to Santos, but ultimately back come the Knights. Onside, no, they're offside. A 2-on-0 was in their future, but a little bit ahead of the play that time was Drew Argilla on that right wing side. Face-off won by West Islip. Good pass ahead. Skated in for the shot, and a good save made. It's Caitlin McNamee. Good save made by Ebley. McNamee. Has it taken away. Here's Smith. Smith to the backhand, now forehand out in front, steered out of harm's way by Rao. Banked off the glass, not out of the zone. Good keep in by Ebley. McNamee battling Miller. Jake Miller. Puck comes out of the zone, back onto the stick of Ebley. Ebley plays it to Waterman. Waterman. Off the wall to Coyle. Coyle takes it away from Carter, but another offside against the Knights. 7:18 to go here in the first period. Still the lone goal that came 17 seconds in. Delivered by Ebley. The Ebley goal was assisted by Borzamato, who increases his team lead in points now to 18, his 5th assist of the year. West Islip clear the zone, banked out onto the stick of Waterman. Waterman's backhand pass up the ice, blocked by Albertelli. Smith able to get back on it, but a good forecheck here from Lamons. Ultimately lost it to Ebley. Lamons pokes it back away from Ebley. Wraparound chance and a save made by Grayson Ebley in net. Now the other way. It's Coyle. Coyle into the zone on his forehand. Wrist shot, glove save. Costa. And he'll hold it. 6:46 to go in period number 1. Face off to the left of Costa, who outside that first goal has looked sharp in net for West Islip. Albertelli can't clear the zone, but it goes off of Lamons and out. Albertelli sends in. Lamons forechecking Scott. Scott intercepted by Lamons. Lamons pushed it too far ahead. It's poked away from him by Kovacs and out of the zone, but right back goes the puck into the KPC zone. Nesfield's pass ahead intercepted. Good play made by McMahon, and McMahon will backhand it into the zone. Scott in after it. Lamons chasing after him. Up that far wall, hit the skate of Kovacs, pushed to the front of the net, but no shot comes. And now Borzamata recollects for KPC, pushes ahead to Abrams. Abrams cuts in, try to get it to Kovacs. A little too far for Kovacs, who meets up with the puck in the corner. To his side. In the corner. Eventually comes onto the stick of Sean Murphy. And now on the stick of McMahon, who will skate it to center. McMahon on his backhand. Nice move, McMahon into the zone, still all on his backhand. Couldn't pull the trigger as he was watched carefully by KPC's Borzamato. Out in front, one-time shot, save made, Ebley. That's a good chance and a good shot taken by Albertelli. Good stop by the KPC netminder. Here's Borzamato's shot and a good stick save made by Costa. Jacobs slides it down the far wall, taken off the stick of Borzamato and played up for Albertelli. Albertelli try to thread the needle and ahead with the pass, but it was broken up. Nesfield takes it back for KPC behind the West Islip net, comes right out in front and now covered by Costa. Initially, he looked like he tried to play it with his stick and was quickly met with resistance. Decides to cover up the puck. 4:34 to go, first period. 1-0. KPC with the lead. Chipped out of the zone is Ray Pierce on that far side. Now backed up by Casino. Casino working on Nicholas Brown. Now back to Casino. To Rao at the point. Sends it down the wall. Jacobs battling with Dos Santos. Puck loose behind the net. Put out in front. Nobody home for West Islip. Plenty of space out in front of the net. No one there. Back comes DeRosa. DeRosa to Brown. Brown shot. Glove save. Rebound. Hit the post. Great glove save by Costa. And then the rebound missed. And then Jacobs rips it home. What a goal. It is 2-0 KPC. Watch Jacobs just move in, and look at this shot. Right upstairs off the back post and out. That's quite the goal for Jacobs. With 3:46 to go in the first period, KPC now lead at 2-0. Corey Jacobs. And there's another goal for KPC. They now lead at 3-0. Turnover behind the net and a quick pass out in front. And ripping that one home was Brown. Nicholas Brown getting on the board and hitting the celly. And KPC with 2 goals in less than 18 seconds apart have increased their 1-goal lead to a 3-0 advantage. Back the other way go the Knights. Nesfield down low. That last goal, Brown from DeRosa. Brown's 6th goal of the year. And the prior goal scored by Jacobs, his 2nd. Surprised he doesn't have more with that beautiful wrist shot. Along the boards now in the possession of McNamee rather. Turned over, sent around, KPC recollect, here's Miller. Into the zone goes Miller, poked off his stick. Back the other way, nice little move by McNamee. Chases after it. But it's taken back by Smith. Makes his way through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Smith, the shot, and that one glanced off the blocker of Costa and out the other way. KPC pressing. Smith put that one across. Off the wall, now Coyle. Coyle has it taken off his stick. Good defensive play made by Dylan Carter. He'll hit the red line and fire it. No, did not hit the red line. Minute 37 left here in the first period. It's now 3-0 in favor of KPC with those 2 quick strikes. Jacobs, then Brown. I've made it 3-0 in favor of the maroon and mustard yellow KPC jerseys. Shot comes, and a good save made with the blocker by Costa. Banked out of the zone by Jamie Allen. Onto the stick of Lamons. Lamons is in. Lamons' shot is denied. Fabulous save by Ebley. Got a piece of it with the glove. Thrown back out in front by Lamons, and that wouldn't go. Lamons backhands it to Jamie Allen. Allen out in front to Albertelli, the shot, and that's a good pad save made by Ebley. Borzumato out the other way. On his backhand, cruises in. Borzamato's denied by Costa. Rebound just goes wide. Abrams banks it down low. Rao to regather for West Islip. They'll try to knock it out of the zone, and that's what Lamons does. It will go the length of the ice, but then no icing, says the linesman Jacobs to jump on the loose puck. Behind his net, with about 30 to go in the period. Off the wall, not out. Pushed back in by Allen. It's Lamons chasing after it. Comes to the near side. Rao steps up, keeps it in the zone. Albertelli circling in the zone. Wrist shot blocked by Scott. Back to the point for a drive that goes wide. Near side. Abrams takes it off the stick of Rao, gets the red line and banks in. Now it's back on the stick of Casino, and that'll do it here for period number 1. KPC leading West Islip by a score of 3-0. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Ryan Brannigan, and I'll be back for period number 2. Don't go anywhere. Second period set to begin. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. 3 goals in that first period for KPC. And their goaltender, Grayson Ebley, made a few good stops. And that's how we got here for the 3-0 lead for the Knights. Here's DeRosa to the line. Shot, save, rebound, loose, and it's covered by Costa, who has made a couple of good saves. Has highlighted a few in between periods for the West Islip netminder. Doing his best to keep West Islip in the game. Face off to the right of the aforementioned West Islip netminder, won by KPC. Sent down the wall, out in front. Good pass from DeRosa. No one on the other end of it. Here's DeRosa for Ebley, who opens the scoring. Back to DeRosa. A little flip shot deflected down in front by McMahon. Now DeRosa takes it back, draws a penalty, got it to Brown, and a save made by Costa. Ebley, extra attacker, able to come on. Nice move, Ebley. Ebley, the shot blocked, and that whistle came before West Islip really got possession, so not quite sure why they blew the whistle just yet. First penalty for either team thus far in this one. And they blew the whistle because DeRosa had taken a penalty on the delayed penalty, thus negating a KPC power play. So the first penalties of the game, both coming for either team. It's Murphy in the box for West Islip, and it is DeRosa in the box, I believe, for KPC. We'll skate 4 aside. No, I think they're going to keep everything even. They're going to keep everything even. Santos trying to get it to Lamons. Steered away from him, now onto the stick of Coyle. Coyle weaving into the zone, off his stick. Scott, long shot, save made. Costa, rebound, steered away from the front of the net by Ray Pierce, who puts it ahead for Lamons. DeSantos there as well. Lamons emerging with the puck. Gets it back to McMahon. McMahon now over to his defensive partner for the shot that comes, and a save made by Pierce. And covering up is Ebley with 13:17 to go. Face off to the left of Grayson Ebley. One on the defensive end by Smith. Nesfield brings it around. Coyle chips it up. West Islip take it back. Good defensive play made by McMahon. Slapped the head off the boards. There to play it is Carter. Into the zone, chasing after it now. Peter McCann rather. Poking Scott, who has the puck. Jack Scott. Now ahead for Coyle. Coyle to Smith. Smith on the near side, puts it back out in front, swept away by Ray Pierce and chipped out of the zone by McCann. Dylan Carter trying to get a hold of the puck. Comes back into the West Islip end for Ray Pierce to play it on further. Good pass that's unable to be gathered in by Carter. Banks into the KPC zone. Jack Scott across for Nesfield. Past him, now on the stick of Lamons. Long shot, just missed. Maybe Ebley got a piece of it. And now Pierce picks it back up. Ray Pierce being pressured by Coyle. Spins away from him and banks it off the wall. Right on the stick of Scott, who lost it. Good play by McMahon. McMahon in, unable to get the shot away. The puck just loose out in the crease. And now kicks behind the net. And it can be played on further by Nesfield, Who gets it to Borzamato. Nice move, Borzamato had a wide open Coyle, but his pass across got deflected. Collision here at the near wall. Nesfield emerging with the puck, getting it to Coyle. Coyle, backhand shot. Goes wide. Jack Scott down low for Kovacs. Kovacs to Borzamato. Shot blocked. Solid block from McMahon. And now dropping it to McMahon was Carter. McMahon starts his way up the ice. Hits the blue line and dumps in. Chasing after it, Lammons. Lammons kicks it around. Has Pierce pinching in as well. It's fired back the other way by Abrams. There to stop it, Albertelli puts one out in front and unable to pull the trigger was Lammons. Back the other way, KPC and Abrams try to split the D, and Matthew Rao pokes it away from him. Albertelli, that far wall, now Abrams sends in for the Knights. Right behind the net it goes. Rao to Lammons, try to go between his legs. Ebley took it away. Great play, Ebley. Ebley's pass, though, gets blocked. Good stick by Rao. Borzamato recollects with 10:15 to go. Roughly here in the second period, 3-0. KPC leading. West Islip. Borzamato tips into the zone. There to get it is Matthew Casino. Plays it up the far wall. Tracked down by Ebley, who sends it right back down low. Now intercepted by Lammons. Good pass across for Allen. Allen has a 2-on-1 if they can hurry. Good pass across. Albertelli checked from behind by Ebley. Great defensive recovery made by Brady Ebley. Meanwhile, back the other way. Kovacs, the shot, a save made. Costa sliding across to make the stop. We'll take another look. Good pass that comes off the stick of Ebley right onto the stick of Kovacs, a 3-on-1. And sliding across to make the stop was Costa. 9:39 to go, second period. No goals this far yet in the second. Ebley has it poked off his stick by DeSantos. Ray Pierce backing up his forechecking forward, but the puck comes back the other way on the stick of Brown. Brown to Ebley. Brady Ebley try to play it across. Pierce's stick got in the way. Backhands it toward the net. And now Pierce try to go around Ebley. Got caught up in his skates. And it's regathered in by Corey Jacobs. Plays it across. Backhanded back down low by DeSantos. Pierce chasing after it as well. Comes to the near side. Jacobs spins it to Argilla. Argilla weaves his way through the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. Backhands it to himself. A stick goes flying. Still to himself. Around to the other side. Delayed penalty upcoming. And it's going to be against West Islip. So we've had 2 penalties so far in the game, but they occurred during the same play, so no power plays just yet. Interference for DeRosa and tripping for Sean Murphy, those penalties, but now we will have the game's first power play as Casino will go off for West Islip. Penalty is for interference. So power play chance for KPC. Defensive zone win by West Islip, but it got to the line but not out. Waterman. Pass across, and that one deflects over the net. Lammons battling Coyle. Waterman, the shot goes wide. Smith catches up with it on the far side, back to Nesfield. Nesfield back to Smith. Smith being harassed by Rao, comes down low. Rao tries to play it around the near side and try to help it out Lammons, but it does not go. Waterman takes the long shot. Pad save, Costa rebound. Chipped out of harm's way by McMahon and fired out of the zone by Albertelli. but they did not clear it the full 200. Nesfield back in. That one deflects behind the net by McMahon, and McMahon will fire it right back from behind his goal and the length of the ice. Minute and 5 gone by in the power play for KPC. So far, so good for the kill. For West Islip, will get taken away. Albertelli to Lamons. Lamons couldn't settle down the puck. Just fires it back down the boards where it peeks out the far side. Coyle now for KPC. Checked at the line by Lamons. They're offside. KPC got a reset. Coyle able to get around Lamons into the zone. Coyle drops it for Smith. Smith drops it for Waterman. Waterman across. Nesfield loads up, fires, blocked out in front, deflects behind the net, where it's rescued for the moment by McMahon, but has it taken away by Coyle, who plays it out in front, picked up by Smith. Smith loads up, fires wide, rebound out in front, they score! Off the lively Kareem behind the boards, right out in front, and a power play marker for KPC gives them a 4-goal lead. Watch here, Smith is gonna settle it down, take the wrist shot, it's gonna go way high, watch it go off the glass and right out in front. Give the assist to the glass. It's Jake Coyle from Matthew Smith. For Coyle, goal number 5 on the year. And that gives KPC the 4-goal edge. Abrams chips it down the wall to Borzumato. Comes out in front. Borzumato, power move, scores! Antonio Borzumato. Goal number 14 of the year. Good little touch pass from Kovacs, and Borzumato does the rest. And it is 5-0 KPC, and much like we saw earlier in the game, KPC scoring their goals in quick succession, as these two came just 21 seconds apart. Earlier in the first period, they had goals that occurred 17 seconds apart. And it's 5-0 in favor of the Knights. Loose puck. Borzumato, good pass, trying to get it to Kovacs. It wouldn't go. Kovacs and Abrams picking up assists on the Borzumato goal. In the corner, it's Abrams trying to play it out in front. Deflects to the near side where Borzumato could pick it up. Nice move, Borzumato. Poked away by Costa. Casino couldn't get there. Kovacs down low for Abrams. Abrams, saucer pass. Kovacs goes off his stick and take it back by West Islip. Peter McCann battling for the puck. Jack Scott. And now Corey Jacobs wrists it ahead. Cut off by Matthew Rao. Rao doing what he can to try to keep it in the zone and bank it in. Good play, Rao. Rao to the net, shot blocked by Jacobs. Comes out to Abrams. KPC have numbers, but a diving block. Great play by McMahon. Out in front, Kovacs hit the side of the net. And now McMahon circles behind the cage, banks it off the glass and out. Sputtering puck will settle down right around the far circle, where it's scooped up by Jack Scott, sent around the boards for Kovacs. Kovacs, nice pass ahead for Brown. Brown, pass across, backhand, score! What a great series of passes that lead to that KPC 6th goal. It ultimately ended up on the stick of Brown, and Brown, nice little saucer pass across, and then a little backhand tip from Abrams. Beats the sliding Costa to make it 6-0 in favor of the Knights. And now that's 3 Knights players with a goal and an assist in the game. Brown with a goal and assist. Borzumadu previously with a goal and assist, now Abrams a goal and an assist. As Abrams scores from Brown and Kovacs. Kovacs with 2 apples on the night. And KPC not just done yet. Or not done just yet, I should say. Brown to Ebley, who opened the scoring. Back in the first, played it across, just went wide. That goal came just 17 seconds in, if I recall correctly. And for once, I do recall correctly. Overskated by Allen. And out of the zone come the Knights. Waterman ahead for DeRosa. DeRosa circling the wagon. Back to Waterman, wrist shot wide. Brown picks up the loose puck. It's gonna go back up top to Ebley. Ebley across to Waterman. Waterman shot blocked by Allen, and McMahon will fire it ahead off the skate of Lamons and into the KPC end, where it can be played on further by Brady Ebley. Intercepted at the line, Albertelli. Albertelli has the puck. Shot, save, rebound. Lamons was there out in front, but he couldn't settle in the rebound. Brown the other way, 3-on-2 for the Knights. Brown to Archilla the drive, and it just goes wide. Brown back on it. Banks it to Waterman. Waterman has that pass blocked. Here comes Lamons. DeRosa racing back to take it away. Plays it around. Good pass ahead for Brown. Brown hits the brakes, takes the shot, deflected, and it glanced off the chest of Costa and behind the net. Around now for Dos Santos, held in by Nesfield. Back down it goes with about 2 minutes to go in the middle period. Shot comes, deflection, score! And Jack Scott looks like he'll get credited for that goal. Number 7 of the night for the Knights. And here's the rip from Scott. There's the deflection, looks like it goes off Murphy out in front. An unfortunate break for West Islip, as KPC have just kicked the extra point, and it's good. They lead 7-0. No football this Sunday, or no football of consequence, I should say. Super Bowl next week. The teams everyone wanted, of course, the Chiefs and the Eagles. Joking, of course. It's that time of year, the playoffs, varsity playoffs should be getting started soon, I do believe. It's senior night tonight for the Smithtown Hop Hog Bulls. They've had a season 2, remember. They're coming off a victory against the varsity KPC squad, 4-1. And they will play West Islip's varsity team, who are trying to claw their way into a playoff spot. Loose puck gathered in by Pierce. The shot is denied by Ebley. With 55 to go in the second period. Ten different KPC players have recorded a point tonight. It's been a total team effort for the boys in maroon and yellow. Smith trying to get a coil out in front. Checked by Casino. Casino continues to check Coyle. Goes into the far corner. Played out further by Miller. To Nesfield, returns it to Miller, pushed out in front, loose puck out in front, sent back the other way by Smith. He was trying to get it to Coyle. for the tap-in goal. Instead, here comes Pierce the other way. Ray Pierce for the shot that's patted away by Grayson Ebley. Kept alive at the blue line by DeSantos. Pierce couldn't catch up with it. DeSantos knocks it down on the wall once again. Casino backs him up. Pierce in the corner with 1 second, shoots, and a save made by Ebley. And that'll do it here in the second period. KPC add 4 more goals to their 3 they scored in the first. They lead it 7-0 over West Islip. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LA Sports Network. Brian Brownigan, and I will be back for the third period. Second period is over. Third period ready to begin. West Islip find themselves down by 7. And it's been a total team effort for KPC. 10 different points. 10 different players have recorded a point, I should say. Here's Abrams behind the net. Comes out the near side, or the far side rather. Kevin Abrams has a goal and an assist so far in the game. Here is Jacobs moving in. Jacobs a drive, and what a save made by Costa. And a great move to the net by Jacobs. Ebley, the long shot, is gloved by Costa. And he'll hold with 14:19 to go here in the third period. Loose puck comes to Abrams. Abrams, little pass across, taken away by Carter. And now McMahon fires in on goal. It's steered aside by Grayson Ebley. KPC take it right back. Good pass out of the zone. Borzumato circles in the corner. Tries to play it out in front. Glove down by Abrams. Abrams back to Borzumato. Stops it with his skate. Fires it across. Off the wall and back on the stick of Abrams, who gets it to Kovacs. Back to Abrams. Back to Kovacs at the post. Beautiful passing. The shot just misses. Slap shot from the point, never got through. Abrams to Kovacs. Dominance for KPC. As soon as I say that, McMahon makes a nice play and gets it out to Carter. Carter between the legs, now on the stick of Jacobs. And KPC go right back out. Good little give and go between Jacobs and Abrams. Jacobs shoots it. Pad save made by Costa. Jacobs catches up with it in the corner. Survives a hit dished out by Murphy. Gets it back to Argilla. Nice move, Argilla. The shot deflects just wide. Borzumato behind the net. Has it taken off his stick by Rao, who fires it out. Nesfield from the bench carries into the zone. And they're going to say KPC are offside with 12:41 left in the final period of regulation time. Face-off just outside the West Islip end. Won by the Knights, Nesfield. Good little move, nice little shimmy into the zone. Lost it to McMahon, who fires it, or rather that's Rao who fired it out the near side, but kept in the zone. Held in by Waterman. Cross for Nesfield. Turns and shoots, it's blocked by Albertelli. Glove down by DeRosa. Nesfield across. Waterman's pass doesn't connect. Picking up the loose puck was DeRosa. Try to play it back. Nesfield keeps in. Across now for Brown. Taken off his stick by Casino. And now Allen will backhand it across. Got it over to Lamons. A shot and a good save made by Ebley. Now Argilla. This one ahead, dumped in by DeRosa. Casino on his backhand, being hounded by Brown, and now taken over by DeRosa. Goes back to Brown, still battling with Casino. Picked up behind the net, now out for Nesfield. Nesfield walks in, shoots just wide. Waterman stops it, fires, another save by Costa. Lamons try to shield off. Shot now ends up in the netting. With 10:58 to go in the third period. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. And if you can't get enough of the SCHSHL, or maybe you want to follow some other leagues, go check us out on Instagram at LI Sports Network. There you'll find last night's best, as well as coverage across the NYI SCHSHL, the New York Islanders High School Hockey League, Farmingdale D1, D2, Hofstra, and Columbia University. As here's Coyle. Pass across, blocked. Good play by DeSantos, and West Islip able to get it out. Coyle the other way for the Knights. Brings it into the zone. Coyle out in front. Nobody there for KPC. And now it's backhanded by DeSantos. Good receive of the puck there by Pierce, who shoots wide. Jacobs chips it up the wall and out. Miller to Smith, to Coyle. Try to go back to Miller. Jacobs holds in at the line. Wrist shot, good save, Costa. Back to Jacobs, another shot blocked down in front. Poked back on goal, and Costa will cover up that one. 9:50 to go in the third period. KPC with the well-established, secure 7-goal lead. Looking to add to it. Yeah, coming up after this one, senior night, Smithtown Hauppauge against West Islip's seniors, or West Islip's rather, their varsity teams, what I meant to say. Carrying it out of the zone, poking it to himself is McMahon. Good play here by McMahon. Takes the shot and a save made by Ebley, who will hold on to it with 9:30 to go. As we look ahead to the schedule, after this game for KPC, they will have a meeting with Longwood that has major playoff implications, and across they score. Abrams from a good feed out in front, 8-0. The 2-point conversion is good. And watch the unselfish play behind the net. Physical play. And no chance for Costa there. 8-0. Get my clock synced up with the clock here in the arena. Borzumato across. Kovacs couldn't deflect it on. Ebley pinching in from his defensive post. So yeah, they got Longwood on the 10th. Major playoff implications. Then a matchup against St. Anthony JV Gold on the 24th. On the 26th, they play against Ward Melville. And there's an outlet pass that is unable to be gathered in. Regathered by Nessfield. They'll finish up the season against Pat Med. Another major playoff implication game on March the 5th. Albertelli keeps it in deep. Carter after it. Puts it out in front. Right there to play it was Nessfield, but he coughs it up to Casino. Long shot blocked by Ebley, who finds Borzumato all by himself. Antonio Borzumato checked from behind by Rao. Great back-checking play made by the West Islip defenseman, who's able to clear the zone, but no one able to get on the other end of it. Gathered back in by West Islip and fired into the zone by McCann. Waterman with McCann checking him. Flips it out of the zone. Sputtering puck will not get to the red line in time. Lyman circles back for it. His pass disconnects. Now down low for Brown. Rao knocks it off his stick. Pushed ahead, but only to the line. KPC take it back. DeRosa's the shot. Goes wide. Jacobs back on it in the neutral zone. DeRosa into the zone now. Around the net, 6:20 to go. To Brown, he scores. 9-0 KPC. Good pass from DeRosa over to Brown. It's 9-0 in favor of the Knights. West Islip have a game against East Islip they have to make up from January 29th that did not get played due to an ice condition. As here's Lamons backhanding this one across. Albertelli couldn't get on the other end of it. DeRosa takes it back for KPC. West Islip will also play Connecticut Sayville on the 17th in what is a winnable game for them. They'll play against Longwood, in which they got their lone victory against, 6-5, back on November the 10th. And here comes KPC with numbers, trying to get to double digits. Ebley ushers it to the back of the net. Second of the night for Brady Ebley. And double digits for KPC. And West Islip will finish their season against Smithtown Hauppauge on March the 3rd. Caught up on some point totals now. Abrams has a 3-point night, a goal and 2 assists. Same can be said for Kovacs, a goal and 2 assists, and Nicholas Brown has 2 goals and an assist. Those are your 3-point totalers for the Knights. And now 11 different players have recorded a point for KPC. They're offsides, get a whistle as time winds down in this one. Ebley from Argilla, the most recent goal. And Drew Argilla, the most recent KPC player to earn a point in this matchup. Here's Smith. Try to pass it across. Ray Pierce got in the way of it. Casino. Try to bank it ahead. Pierce had it go underneath his stick. Row to Pierce. Left it behind him. Battles back to get to the puck and backhands it into the Knights zone. With 2:25 and counting to go here in the final period of regulation time. Another dominant victory over West Islip for KPC, following up their 11-0 defeat of West Islip back on the 20th of November. Miller back to Scott. It's going to be an icing against the Knights. Nice little play out of the zone. Kovacs across to Abrams. Abrams back to Kovacs. There's goal number 11 on the night for KPC. 4 points for Kovacs and Abrams as they collect assist number 3 and goal number 2 respectively. As the final countdown plays throughout the arena, it is the final countdown in terms of seconds in this game with under 50. Nesfield has the puck. He is one of only 3 KPC players without a point. Borzumato for Abrams. That one behind Kovacs, backhanded back into the neutral zone by McNamee. Nesfield taken away by McNamee. Kovacs try to get it to Nesfield. Final 15. In the far corner, and that'll do it. Dominant victory once again for KPC as they match their total. They defeated West Islip by on the 20th. Deja vu, it's 11-0 KPC over West Islip. 7th win of the season for the Knights and 13th loss of the year for West Islip. And we take a look at those all-important standings, which had KPC in 8th place, 1 point behind Pat Med. They will leapfrog Pat Med into the 7th spot with 1 extra game played. Then the Raiders of Pat Med and West Islip remain at 4 points and in 11th place. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LA Sports Network. Ryan Brannigan, and I hope to see you next time.